Alrighty, guys. So the patch dates have dropped. Sorry, it took a second to fix everything. For some reason, it would not actually output the stream. It was really weird. But anyways, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be going over the patch notes. They just dropped about 5 minutes ago, so pretty dope. If you didn't know, wipe is happening tonight. If you weren't aware, it's happening tonight. So yeah, your stuff's gonna be gone when you log in. But anyways, with patch 14, there is a lot of cool stuff. I was in ETS, so I got to try out some of the stuff early. If you want to join ETS, go to your launcher, click on ETS, and then try and apply, which will get you access to sometimes early access to some of the stuff that's on here. We didn't get to do the new map or the new boss or anything. It's just some of the mantling and recoil and other stuff. But anyways, with this patch, we will be getting a new map. It's going to be called Ground Zero, and it'll be situated in the center of Tarkov. The location features a large number of infrastructure facilities of the modern city. It's pretty much like streets, baby streets for lower level players. In the very center of the location, the main Russian branch office of Terror Group, where the original conflict began. The most violent clash between USEC PMC operatives and Oman took place on the facility's premises. That's pretty dope. The location is intended for beginner players from level 1 to 20. So it's probably not going to have that great loot. And also, you'll be stuck out of it after level 20, apparently. Yeah, literally says that. PMCs of higher levels, 20 plus, will not be able to access the location. So if you have any quests on there, you better get them done early. Scavs will have access to the location at any player level. So you can still go loot there and go mess with Timmy's if you're just a troll, I guess. New starter quests have been added to the location. So I guess we'll have to go there to immediately do those instantly. Visual cues for new players have been added to the location. Visual cues? Visual cues? Or new players? I wonder what that means. Does that mean there's going to be, things to tell you how to do things? It's literally going to be actually a training level? Rookie Island level? Quest debut, checking, renamed to background check. Shortage, Supplier Gunsmith Part 1 received updated text descriptions, because I know some of them apparently have been moved. But we'll see in a couple hours. New boss, Kalante. New boss Kalante has been added to Streets Tarkov. He's a former officer of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. During his service in law enforcement, he had a reputation as a vile man, so he was a bad cop. His behavior was sometimes feared by his coworkers. During his work, he often resorted to his favorite method of interrogation, a rubber baton, which I'm assuming means we'll be able to get a new melee weapon, as well as other non-statutory pressure on someone who is not to his liking. Thanks to his physical strength and bold temperament, even after the events of the Terror Group scandal, he formed a gang and began to do what he himself was recently supposed to: combat, looting, and banditry. However, even before the conflict, he often provided protection to local businessmen. For example, his good relations with Kaban are well known. Okay, so he's pretty much Kaban's homie. They're homies. He has a small number of guards per stay in one position and occasionally patrols his territory. If he feels he has the upper hand, he may switch to his police baton. He lives in the area around Klimov's shopping mall and the Tarkov Academy of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So there's going to be a boss at the car dealership and inside the mall now, which will be interesting. So he's like Killa 2.0. Bands new guards. Boss Kaban is joined by his closest associates, Bazmak and Gus. Since the time of Kaban's active involvement in business, they have served as loyal associates, solving many delicate issues for him. Their loyal service and their exuberant character made them his most trusted confidants. In their spare time, these two dandies like to dress up at Ragman's place and organize illegal street races through the streets of Tarkov and 2 cars from Kaban's dealership. They always stay close to Kaban and charge into battle for him. They prefer their unique clothes to their battle gear, though there are occasional exceptions. Bazmak has a special fondness for machetes and Gus for crowbars. Okay, so you can get the machetes and crowbars. Shoreline rework. Visually reworked most of the landscape, keeping the main points of interest intact. Added a new area. Small cattle farm which is home to smugglers and scavs. Okay. Cool. A new area on Shoreline. Wow. New stuff on Shoreline. That's crazy. Updated light sources. Optimized most of the location. Completely redesigned the cooling system. Okay, we'll see how that works. Reworked location borders. Concrete fence replaced by minefields and snipers in most areas. Concrete fence. Oh my god. So it's going to be like woods. There's not going to be that concrete border around the map. It's going to be like minefields and snipers. Okay, that's cool. It's also slightly expanded. We worked some points of interest, including the addition of new quests and activities in several previously empty zones. Some areas have been reworked to improve gameplay, added a river crossing, reworked almost all elevations and sniper positions. A river crossing, you know what that means? That means leading down to the gas station is going to have a place where you can cross below power, which is going to be cool. Almost all elevations and sniper positions, as well as scav areas of interest. Added more than 30 new containers and Jaeger stashes. Damn. 30 new containers, Jaeger stashes. Fixed over 1,200 visual and minor bugs. Okay, on to the weapons. You may have watched my video on the new Tarkov stuff, but maybe they had something, yeah. So, add a number of new items, weapon modifications, equipment, and customization. The KBP, or the 9A91, compact assault rifle, and the VSK94, which are the silenced versions of it. The SIG MCX Spear, which I am super hyped for. They're going to be adding a new ammo, which is a .277 Fury round. I'm glad I knew that's what it was actually going to be. It's dope. RPD and RPDN are obviously LMGs, which are 7.6239. So we'll be using like 7.62 AKM ammo. Updated models and animation for SKS. I wonder what that's going to mean. So, new mechanics. An achievement system has been added to the game. Players will receive achievements upon completing various objectives. Earned achievements will not be lost with wipes. Oh, okay, that's cool. You can view the earned achievements on the achievements tab on the character screen. So that's cool. So you keep your achievements between wipes, which is going to be interesting. That means there's going to be some stuff staying between wipes. That's the first iteration of something you keep between wipes. Aside that like doesn't like get given to you. Like the alpha armband, I'm pretty sure you like have to collect it every time every time the game wipes. A new hideout zone. Hall of Fame has been added to the game. It should be like in the same room as the gym. The zone serves as a place where you can display mementos. For displaying the dog tags of players of the opposite faction killed by your PMC, you get a bonus to combat skills leveling. That's cool. Because I just normally just stick them in a dog's case and let them sit there until it's full. The higher level the limited player, the greater the skill bonus. That's pretty sweet. You can add items to your favorites, such items will be displayed in your profile. We got the huge list for all the armor. A lot. New hitbox and armor system. The head is divided into separate, simple hit zones, which coincide with the protection zones of helmets and masks. 3 hit zones have been added to the head area. Front neck, throat, back neck, and a face collider. Thorax and stomach hit zones are divided into front, back, and sides. Okay. The pelvic hit zone is divided into front, groin, and back buttocks. Hits to these zones cause damage to the stomach zone. Forearm hit zones have been reduced in diameter. The death screen now shows more detailed information about the area that was fatally wounded. For example, thorax, upper back. Okay, that's cool. So you'll be able to tell where you got killed from a little easier, depending on if you're spinning around or not. Armor. 37 ballistic plates have been added to the game. 7 for the chest section, 6 for the rear section, 20 universal plates for the chest and rear sections, and 4 for the sides. Need some water. Ballistic plates have their own parameters specific to armor, which is pretty much strength, material, armor damage, absorption. They have like pretty much just their own stats separate from the actual armor you put them into. Ballistic plates divided into different formats depending on the size and format of the armor section. Okay. Ballistic plates cannot be inserted or removed while wearing the body armor. It must be removed first, which means you can take off armor and then replace the armor pack. So like if you find a guy that you killed like with a headshot, you can go swap your armor out for his armor pieces, I would assume. Something like that. Just more looting. Just more looting. The visual appearance of a ballistic plate depends on its durability. Okay, so it'll look different. Ballistic plates can spawn in appropriate areas and containers on locations. Ballistic plates are affected by the light armor and heavy armor skills depending on the type of the ballistic plate. Added separate ballistic plate zones on the character, visually matching the location in the body armor. The hit registration zones of ballistic plates of the same format have the same position in all body armor and plate carriers with slots for this plate format. The dimensions of ballistic plate zones are the same as the average dimensions of real ballistic plates of that format. Okay. How much ballistic plate slots and integrated armor slots have been added to body armor and vests and plate carriers. All ballistic plates of the corresponding format can be installed in the armor plate slots. The slots of some armor plates can be fitted with several plates of several formats. For example, the chest section of the Anno-Tactical M2 plate carrier can be fitted with SAPI and granite format plates. Okay. Don't know what that means, but we'll find out. I didn't mean to do that. Body armor protection. Yeah, body armor protection is no longer uniform. It now depends on what areas the body armor visually protects. For example, no body armor protects the armpit area. The durability of body armor has been converted to durability of installed armor. An armor collar that protects the neck hitbox has been added for a large number of body armors. Body armor risk, cost, weight, and penalties have been adjusted. Some of the cost, weight, and penalty have been moved to ballistic plates. Okay. Integrated armor slots have been added to a number of helmets. Helmet durability has been converted to the durability of the integrated armor. Okay, so you... Okay, so like pretty much like the armor and the helmets is what the helmet's durability is. Integrated armor in body and helmets. The protection of armor and helmets is divided into separate zones depending on which section this zone protects. Sometimes several zones. These are the slots with integrated armor. Integrated armor zones have their own separate durability. For example, you can now reduce your opponent's chest zone armor durability and not damage durability of other armor zones if you shoot them in the chest. Like this will be big because like normally when your armor just gets dead, it won't happen as fast. You'll be protected better from the different spots on your armor because they'll all have separate plates. Instead of it having one full HP for your armor, you'll have front HP, groin HP, side HP, shoulder HP, back HP. Depending on the location, you might have like 3 different plates on your chest that have HP. Excuse me. It's gonna be crazy. TTK is gonna be wild, I'd say. I didn't actually get to try this out inside of ETS testing. I didn't get to. I just didn't hop on while it was going on. The durability of body armor has been converted to durability of installed armor. All armored collar that protects the neck hitbox has been added for a large number of body armors. Body armor vest cost, height, weight, and penalties have been adjusted. I already read that. Oh my god, I already read most of this. Integrated armors have their own separate durability. Yeah, I read that. In the inspection window, you can see exactly which areas of the vest or helmet are protected and what their durability rating is. Okay. We already had that kind of, but it'll be more in depth now. Integrated armor cannot be removed or replaced. Okay, so that's pretty much like the armor that's part of your armor. So like your actual armor's health, then you have separate plates that go in on top of that armor. Each integrated armor has its own armor-specific settings, durability, material, armor damage, absorption, ricochet parameters, armor type, and others. They're just making they're trying to make this as complicated and in-depth as possible, but it's literally just going to fry their servers when people try and do the, like, play. Because it's trying to do so much fucking math on the server that just doesn't work. Like, that's why you have all these simple shooter games. Because trying to do all this intensive, expansive stuff, servers can't handle that shit. That is a lot of math that is having to figure out at all times when a lot of shit's going on. It's probably going to be running like shit. We'll see, though. The damage, because they only had that on there for like a week or two, so we'll see. And not many people do ETS. The damage parameter on various armor materials have been adjusted to reflect the new durability values. Repairs. When repairing body armor, durability is distributed according to the following priorities. Ballistic plates, chest, back, and sides, and then integrated armor. So it kills plates and then the underlying armor. You can repair ballistic plates as separate items. When repairing helmets, durability is distributed according to the following priorities. Integrated armor. Okay. Integrated armor can receive an enhancement when it is repaired. Okay, that's cool. Chances for armor to receive common and rare enhancement while being repaired have been increased. Okay. Interface. You now see durability of different armor zones of ballistics by hovering over the durability digit of a vest or helmet. This also works for flea market offers. Okay. You can see brief information about the presence and quantity of ballistic plates in the posted flea market offers. It just said that. Slots for ballistic plates and integrated armor, the vest have been added to the vest and helmet inspector screens. The order of the slots is always the same. Armor class is now displayed with a Roman numeral icon on the ballistic plate icon in the armor class list. Okay. Flea market and trading. Flea market ban has been removed from a large number of body armors. Okay, that'll be good. Ballistic plates of protection classes 5 and 6 cannot be sold on flea market. Alright. Ballistic plates have been added to the inventory of various traders. Good. Oh, that sucks. All control settings have been reset to default. That's gonna suck. But that's because they have new inputs. Vaulting and obstacle direction. Obstacle vaulting has been added to the game. I will say this felt really good. It was very interesting and very cool getting up, climbing up on shit. Just the one thing I'm hyped for over everything else, because it's just like the traversal is crazy. Like you can get all kinds of places. It's crazy. There are two types of vaulting. Climbing the obstacle and remaining on it. For example, climbing a crate to fire at the enemy from on top of it. Vaulting over an obstacle, jumping over a small fence to take a shortcut. Each of these types has different animations for different heights, different parameters of stamina and arm stamina consumption, and different action speeds depending on the negative effects. During a sprint, you can jump over obstacles without the goal of climbing them. Vaulting. If vaulting is performed while walking, the loudness of such actions will be noticeably lower than jumping and sprinting. For the convenience of overcoming obstacles, an option has been added to the game settings. Vaulting over medium obstacles, where you can choose auto or hotkey. If you select auto, your character will climb over medium-low height obstacles by himself. If you select hotkey, you will need to press the jump key to initiate the vaulting. But this way you can control the character's actions more precisely. The character now stops if he hits a wall or while walking or sprinting. Oh my gosh, that's going to change some things. You can't like bait people with your running anymore. Interesting. Wonder how well that's going to work. Shoulder transition. This was cool too. It was okay. It was cool. Wasn't that game? It wasn't like it's nice to have it, but I don't know if I'll even remember to use it because like all the keybinds and stuff are a pain in the ass. The ability to move firearms from the right shoulder to the left shoulder and back has been added to the game. This can be useful when you want to fire from the left side while behind cover. Shoulder transition is available during walking, crouching, leaning, and other actions. And shoulder transition is not available while prone and overhead and side blind firing. Positioning the weapon on the left shoulder imposes a penalty. The weapon has additional sway when moving. Okay, yeah, I did that. It wasn't too bad. Alright, control settings. Added shoulder transition, vaulting, and jump action has been assigned to spacebar key with release press type. Try these control settings in game before changing them. Preset ammo loading. This is one that people are super hyped about. You can now save settings for loading ammunition into magazines sequentially, as well as quickly loading magazines using these presets. They can name each preset, select the appropriate loading preset, view its contents, and compare it to other loading presets. Magazine loading preset is divided into 3 blocks. Top, how many and which cartridge will be at the top of the magazine belt? Which cartridge will be first? How many and which cartridge will be cycled to the maximum in the magazine belt? How many and which cartridge will be at the bottom of the magazine belt? Which cartridge will be last? You can create up to 30 unique magazine loading presets with a limit of 5 presets per caliber. Okay. New recoil mechanics. The recoil is so much better. It's so good. You're about to get shit on by so many Timmies, it's not even funny. They're actually going to be able to frickin' murder everyone now. Because recoil is good. It's real clean. Here, water. Recoil mechanic has been moved to make it more realistic and comfortable for players. A special emphasis has been placed on improving the feel of semi-auto and short burst shooting. Yeah. The semi-auto and short burst are garbage on the M4 and shit. New recoil mechanic now includes a variety of flexible settings, allowing for balanced adjustments based on analytic data and player feedback. All weapon recoil parameters have been rebalanced. It felt really good in ETS when I was trying that. Lightkeeper services. After completing certain Lightkeeper quests, you'll be able to unlock the access to the following services. Sacred Amulet, Rogue Support, and Sriracha Support. Lightkeeper gives the character the item Sacred Amulet. While the character is wearing the amulet, all cultists on all locations do not attack you unless provoked. That's actually kind of baller. Rogue Support. When a player purchases a service in that raid, rogues will not attack the player who ordered the service, regardless of their faction. In addition, rogues will provide fire support by attacking targets the player who purchased the service has directed their attention to. Sriracha Service is when a player buys a service in that raid, Sriracha will support player by firing at the target's player is attacking. That'll be, dude. That's just gonna make it where chatted dudes are just gonna troll on everyone on side of Lighthouse. It's gonna be hilarious. Weapon rack. You can add the displayed weapon to your favorites. These weapons will be displayed in your profile. Okay, so that's how favoriting weapons and showing them off is. Viewable profiles. Added the ability to view another player's profile page. In the player's profile, you can view gear equipped by the player, brief statistics, rare achievements earned, favorite weapons displayed at the weapon rack, favorite items displayed in the Hall of Fame. Player profiles can be viewed on any screen of the game, including the raid exit screen after dying to another player. That is cool. Including the raid exit screen after dying to another player. So you could check out someone's thing to see if they're cheating. Because, bro, if you got some crazy KD, you cheated. You a cheater, pumpkin eater. And you can screenshot that shit and send it to BSG. Change the trader prices, availability of ammunition to falling calibers. 12.7 by 55. Lapua. Just all the ammos have been adjusted in price levels and stuff like that. Change trader price, availability of armor on all loyalty levels. Balancing changes to the quests. Expanded quest reward. You will now be rewarded more often with unlocking previously available trade fires, barters, ammo, and armor crafting recipes. So they added more quest-related unlocks for items. Change the order of skill quests between Friend from the West Part 2 and Setup. New order. Friend from the West Part 2. Setup. Informed means armed. Chumming, bullshit, silent caliber. So bullshit's like way later now. So the shotgun quests aren't right after each other now. Change the quest objectives for Punisher Part 2 and Part 4 and Tarkov Shooter Part 4. I wonder what that's going to be. Because it originally was AKMs with a silencer. Last wipe, it was just guns that with a silencer. I wonder what they're going to do with it now. And I can't remember what Part 4. I think that's the AKS one. I think the AKS one might be the third one. Fourth one might be the one where you have to kill people with the balaclava and the scavs. I think that's what it is. Pouncing changes the crafting. Adjust armor crafts, obviously for all the armor adjustments and ballistic plates and fabrics and all that other shit. Adjusted ammo crafts. Reduce production time and cost of cheap ammunition. Okay. That'll be good for early weight. Balancing changes to the ammo. Damage and armor penetration parameters of different caliber ammunition have been revised and adjusted. The muzzle devices have been rebalanced. Suppressors, muzzle adapters, flash hiders, and compensators. Oh my gosh, they actually added the BTR. They added the BTR because it's right here. BTR has been added to streets of Tarkov, traveling between different stop points in the city. The BTR driver offers various services to his passengers. Taxi service. Player can travel to any available point in the city in total safety. Move items to stash service? Move items to stash? Move items to stash. Player can send items to the stash with the status found in raid. The service available only for PMCs. That's insane. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. Covering fire service. Player can order covering fire with the help of BTR weaponry, which provides the safest possible drop-off at the stopping point. The service is available only after purchasing the taxi service. The service is only available for PMCs. List of stop points. Those are stop points. Bro, this is gonna be crazy. This BTR is about to do make streets just like... You ain't want to go. You are not going to want to go to streets. BTR is neutral to all players unless the player starts attacking first. If someone purchases the covering fire service, BTR becomes hostile. When the service ends, BTR becomes neutral to all players again. Cost of service depends on the faction. Faction, Bear, USEC, Scav Karma, Charisma, Skill Level, and Travel Distance. Visual effect of painkillers has been changed again. Let's see what that looks like. Hopefully it's not garbage again. The door to the expanded part of the hideout is not always open after construction. Okay, so then you have to constantly open it. Change the camera system in the hideout from railed to free camera. To move in space, WSD to rotate the camera, hold mouse button. To zoom the camera, scroll it so you can like... Okay, so it's like your camera's not on a rail in the hideout anymore. Alright, the last part of the list of changes. Fix several visual bugs and artifacts of Streets, Tarkov, and Shoreline. Fix incorrect spawn points of random containers on all locations. Fixed a problem that led to the lack of damage registration for melee weapons in some cases. Fixed incorrect behavior of rogues when attacking the hangar buildings on Lighthouse. Fixed an issue where killed bots would remain standing. Fixed the lack of muzzle flash when looking at a shooting player. Fixed AI behavior when interacting with stationary weapons. Fixed incorrect values of some parameters in the character statistics. Fixed incorrect camera behavior in the hideout when scrolling new elements. Fixed several compatibility issues with weapon attachments. And finally, fixed the ability to hear outdoor sounds while inside the bunker on reserve. Well, that was patch notes. They all sound great. Let me know what the things you're looking forward to most are. I know I'm super hyped about this armor. I'm super hyped to Go vault a bunch of places. It's gonna be really dope. It's gonna be really sweet. I'm super hyped for it. I hope all y'all who are actually watching enjoyed talking about the patch notes. Enjoyed me going over them, talking about them a little bit. I mean, generally overall, it's gonna be really game changing because you're gonna have different armor plates for everything. You're gonna have the vaulting. Like honestly, that BTR is gonna make Streets wild. Streets is about to go wild, bro. Honestly, nobody's gonna be able to run that map anymore. 2 bosses, a BTR, and just be like, cause like a BTR shoots a lot of explosions. I don't think anyone realizes how much like something shooting that caliber and it having the register on the server will fuck up shit. That thing's gonna shoot people through buildings. I am already calling it. In the first week, we're gonna have a bunch of videos of people getting blown the fuck up through buildings. Like, I'm calling that already. That's gonna happen. But honestly, it's all good changes. It's all crazy different changes. I'm super hyped to go to bed in like next 10 minutes and wake up in a 7 or 8 hours and hopefully play Tarkov before I go to work. We shall see though. I don't know if I'll get a chance to. I might have to work and then start grinding. I am off Thursday and Friday, so you bet your ass I'm gonna be grinding. Be on the grind. We'll be coming out with some tip videos and some guide videos on the game. I have a whole guide series that I made, but after the UI change, I had to redo them, and now I just decided to wait till they do this big change because it's just like they're gonna be wasted. It's gonna be wasted time. Yeah, I feel that, Jesse. That's how I feel. But yeah, I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped for the morning. Oh, I dropped my flash drive. But I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you to everyone who came by and watched the video. If you're watching it after the stream, thank you for watching the full video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll be making some guide videos and I'll be posting some stuff on anything I find over the next couple days. Cause I'm gonna be grinding. I'm gonna be playing like 12 to 14 hours a day, Thursday and Friday, because my girlfriend's out of town until next weekend. So all I can do is play on Tarkov. I'll be doing Arena and Tarkov over on Twitch. And I'll be posting videos over here. I'll post all videos in 1440p because that's what I record at. But yeah. Thank you guys. I'll catch you next time. And I'll see you after the wipe. See you in the morning. Catch you in a couple hours, guys. GG's. Bye.